Hey, it's Mark Eitel here, host of the Mr. Mortgage Show, and you are listening to the Daily Dose. Today is Tuesday, June 21st, and I want to talk to you about alternative income verification or alternative ways to verify income. So you've heard me talk a lot about bank statement loans in the past, which are designed for people who earn income, they just don't show it on their tax return. So the bank statement programs allow us to use an average or a percentage of the average of the monthly deposits to determine an income. So that's a big one for people who don't necessarily show all their income on their tax returns. And when I said a portion of their income, so imagine a contractor who's buying materials, his deposits are going to be, large, but a portion of those are for actual materials necessary. It's not all income. But if a consultant, maybe that would be the majority of that deposit would be income, or a hairdresser or something like that. So that's why I say a portion of which, because depending on your profession, there are percentages applied to the income that give us an allowable number to use for gross monthly income. So that's one, right? Bank statement loans. There are two more that I'd like to talk about, and these are misunderstood and often overlooked. And one is an asset depletion model. So what an asset depletion model is, I guess let me start by saying who it's designed for is someone who makes little to no income, but they have significant cash holdings. So they may be retired and have a large portfolio. Think of somebody with, stocks, bonds, IRA, 401k, and other cash holdings. So how the asset depletion model works as far as determining income is we take a look at all of those numbers. So anything in a checking or savings account obviously can be withdrawn without capital gains. So we use a dollar for dollar value. Something in a 401k or a stock portfolio account or an IRA money managed account may be subject to capital gains. So there's a multiplier that's applied to that number to reduce it down to offset capital gains. And most often it's 70%. So I had an example that I was looking at a little bit earlier, and these numbers are going to be close, but I don't have them in front of me. So give me the grace of round numbers for this explanation. The individual had $2 million in stocks, bonds, IRA, 401k, and another 250, if I remember correctly, in cash. So the multiplier reduced the 2 down to 1.4, and the other cash was applied dollar for dollar. So it was like $1.6 million in assets. They were looking at a 30-year loan. So we took the 1.6 million and divided it by 360 months to determine a monthly income if assets were to be depleted of around, I think it was $4,300 or $4,500 a month. So that's how the asset depletion model works. So naturally, if it's a 15-year loan, you would divide that big pile of cash by 180. And then there's a flex program that will allow you to divide it by as little as 84 months. That gets you the largest monthly income by using the asset depletion calculation. So that's number two, right? So one was bank statements for people earning income, just not showing it on their taxes. Number two is for people who are not earning a bunch of income, but have accumulated assets. Now, the third way that I'd like to talk about is also for that second person. There is a distribution model that can be applied. So let's use the previous example of $1.6 million in assets. Now, here's the cool thing about the distribution model. There only needs to be enough assets to allow for the next 3 years of distribution. So in theory, that person could take $500,000 a year in distribution. Now, the downside to the distribution model is you actually have to take a distribution. So you are moving money. The asset depletion model doesn't require you to move any money at all. Hopefully that helps. Those are 3 regularly used ways to verify income if 1, you earn income but don't claim it on your taxes, or 2, you simply don't have enough income but you have accumulated assets over time. So that's all I have for today. I'm Mark Eitel, host of the Mr. Mortgage Show, and if you found any of this valuable, I encourage you to tune into the show. We're live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on iHeartRadio. Just hit the iHeart app at 9 o'clock and you'll find us. Or you can visit the podcast page where you'll find the entire library of Daily Dose episodes as well as the replays of the full Mr. Mortgage Show. And you can find all of that at www.themrmortgageshow.com. And lastly, check out the Facebook page. We post a ton of useful data there every day. Go to Facebook and search The Mr. Mortgage Show and you will find us. Again, my name is Mark Eitel, host of The Mr. Mortgage Show, and you have been listening to The Daily Dose. We'll talk again tomorrow. Thanks.